Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming on this video. If you're here for the first time, if this is the first video you're watching on this channel, go and go subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Returning subscribers, returning viewers, thank you guys so much for the love. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. The love is real. Blessings to you guys always, right? We really and truly appreciate every single one of you guys. I was taking nuts to work this morning, guys, and we're having a conversation. And it's a conversation that we feel like, I feel like I need to have it with you guys as well. Especially if you're here in Canada also, just to get your feedback. Just to get you to share your experience in the comment section also. And if you're thinking of coming to Canada, this is something that might have crossed your mind or something that you want to know, like what you're getting into. And the conversation we're having was really centered around immigrants in Canada and the way we are treated. Are we treated differently than persons who are non-immigrants, right? Persons who are born in Canada, do they get a different treatment than persons who migrate to Canada? Of course, we're talking about our own experience, right? Do they like us? Do they like us? Do they really and truly single us out and treat us differently? Is what we were talking about. And we had contrasting opinions on the topic, and I really wish that Nats was here to have this conversation with you guys as well, to share her opinion, but nonetheless I'll share it for her. I think we are not treated differently because Canada is a country that is made up predominantly of immigrants, right? So most of the population in Canada are persons who migrated to Canada. Whether they themselves migrated to Canada or their parents or grandparents migrated to Canada a few years ago and they were born here, but nonetheless there's a culture of immigrants in Canada. And it doesn't matter your skin tone, black, white, Indian, Latino, it doesn't matter. Most persons are, certainly who I have met, definitely are persons who have migrated to Canada some way, somehow, whether themselves or their parents or grandparents are further down the line. So being a new immigrant or being an immigrant in Canada, I don't really feel like we're treated differently. I feel like we get access to the same opportunities for the most part that born Canadians get, that they have access to. There's no, and of course this is really our experience, right? Feel free to share your experience in the comment section if you experience something differently. I'm really interested to know, right? But from my experience, I feel like we're given equal opportunities to achieve the very same things that born Canadians get as well. I mean, like, we come here, I came here as an international student, and of course I got access to free healthcare, just the same, not just for myself but for my family, my daughter, Nats, everyone away. We got access to free healthcare, and we were new immigrants at that point in time, not even working full-time, international student, right? Of course this is really dependent on the province that you go. I know there are provinces that have different ways of doing things, but we're talking about the province of Alberta, that's where I am. So we did get access to free healthcare, and that is something that really and truly interests me, because at the time I was like, yo, we're new and we got so much. And even being here for 18 months, we started getting child tax for Malika, right? So Malika wasn't even born in Canada, she's a Jamaican, and just living here for 18 months we start getting child tax benefits for Malika and stuff like that. And we didn't get a lesser amount because she wasn't born in Canada or whatever. There is absolutely no segregation or separation in terms of the services that can be rendered, that you can get because you are an immigrant or because you are not born in Canada, right? Now, of course, I'm also saying that this is based on the province of Alberta. Many of you guys are in different provinces, and some things are probably different for new immigrants. I don't know. You guys can definitely share that, but my experience is that there's no real difference. The only real difference for me is the fact that our journey starts when we get here. So when people are having conversations about like how things were and how things used to be and stuff like that, we can't really relate because we weren't here at that time. So we have to just pretty much listen. and also the fact that we are on our constant immigration journey, our constant immigration experience in terms of just applying for one permit or another, applying for one visa or another, permanent residency or something else. We are constantly on that journey until we get to where we want to get to. Being born here, you don't really have to go through them stuff. You just focus on achieving and growing and accomplishing what you want to accomplish in life. So that's another difference that I can probably point out. But in terms of opportunities and equal opportunities, I think it's there. Now, let me just say this. In any country, in any culture, in any town, city, region, you're gonna have persons who are not good people. And I say that to say this. You have some persons who might say that, oh my gosh, immigrants are coming to our country and they're taking away our jobs. They're taking away our resources. They're taking away stuff that belongs to us in their mind, right? So you do have a very few minority of persons who think that way. You do have a very few minority of persons who believe that Canada should give them more and immigrants less. You do have those kind of people, right? So that is not a Canada thing, that is a person thing, right? And I want to make that distinction, because in terms of services and opportunity to services and jobs and benefits and stuff like that, there's absolutely no separation. But you do have persons who might feel, based on their socialization, that just because things probably not working out for them, or they probably apply for a job that they're not qualified for, and them see an immigrant in the role, they might feel like that job should have gone to a born Canadian. So they'll say that, oh man, this person should go back to their country, or this person should do this, or this person should do that, and why are they coming here to take away our jobs and take away our resources? You do have people like that who do exist, but you have to just know that these people they don't talk for Canada. These persons are just talking for themselves, and these persons are just talking about their own shortcomings, right? So that is very important to note. What I would say to those persons is that being an immigrant to Canada, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that nobody works harder than an immigrant, because we know where we are coming from, and we come to this country to get a better opportunity for ourselves and for our family. So we work 10 times as hard as somebody who's not a non-immigrant. So we are contributing back to the very same society that is blessing us. We are giving our time, our energy, our effort, our taxes, our resources, and our talent back to this country, which is why Canada seeks immigrants, for this very same reason, to contribute to the labor market, to bring skill, to bring knowledge, to bring different way of doing things, and to bring talent, right? So that is what we come with, that is what we bring, that is what we bring to this economy, that is what we bring to this country. And in turn, the country blesses us and rewards us with stability and just a better life and a better opportunity to grow and to succeed. So we are not taking away, but we are giving, because we're actually giving just as much as we are getting. So I'd say that to those persons, but that's enough about them. Coming as a new immigrant, you have to be focused. You have to understand that, listen, even though things are gonna be almost the same for you as it is for a Canadian, you have to always remember that you are a new immigrant, and you have to make sure that you do things that benefit you and your family, in terms that you don't necessarily want to fall into the status quo of doing things the way all Canadians do things. And I say that to say that you don't want to lose sight of the goal. You don't want to forget where you're coming from. You want to keep grounded at all times and know that, listen, you are here for a reason, you're here for a purpose, and that reason is to succeed, that reason is to grow, that reason is to create a better life for yourself and your family. So you want to just do things the way our immigrants should do things, which is just working hard and succeeding, right? Working hard and succeeding and just giving back to this wonderful society. But in terms of whether or not they like immigrants or not, I'd say yes, they do. Now, what is Nat's perspective on this? Nat say that she feels like there are opportunities that can be given to immigrants that are given to born Canadians. Like, for example, in some organizations, right? In some organizations, they are not really big on diversity, so they don't really hire a lot of immigrants. They hire more Canadians, And this do happens, but in the minority. And because it happened in the minority is why I can't agree with Nats that this is like a general thing, right? This is a small scale thing, because the vast majority of organizations are open to diversity. They're open to giving immigrants a chance, and they're open to giving immigrants an opportunity to grow, right? So because persons might feel a little bit entrenched, even in an organization, if you're an immigrant and you're in an organization, oftentimes you have to outwork your counterparts in order to be seen. You are doing the same job as somebody else, but you can't just do the same job as they are doing. You have to do 10 times what they are doing in order to be seen. And that is a fact, that is true. But we already have the mindset that we are here to work. We already have the mindset that we are here to strive and to excel. So that is not really a negative in my book. That is more of a positive, because if you are outshining, if you're outgrowing, you are learning, and you're definitely achieving, right? So that's why I don't believe that we are treated differently. In that regard, I can say I can definitely see from her point of view that if it's equal opportunity, it's equal opportunity, and you shouldn't necessarily have to be working 10 times as hard as your counterpart in order to get the very same opportunities in terms of from an organizational standpoint, from an organizational point of view. But again, tomatoes is just an ethical dilemma. It's just the way how you look at it. It's just the way how you see it, right? That's very important. But if you're thinking of coming here as a new immigrant, definitely go for it. Canada is big on immigrants. As I said, most of the population, it doesn't matter if the skin tone, the skin color, it doesn't matter. Most of the population is immigrants from all different walks of life. Whether first generation, second generation, third generation immigrants, it doesn't matter. Most of the population are here from another country, so you're not gonna feel like you're in the middle of the wilderness. You're gonna find persons who you can identify with. You're gonna find persons who have been through the very same journey that you are on. You're gonna find persons who have went through the very same thing that you are going through right now. So that is something that you can identify with. And I'm not sure if this is what it is like in every single province in Canada. I'm saying that again. You guys have to remember that I'm in Alberta. I can only speak about what I know, and that is my experience here in Alberta. And this is not just my opinion. My opinion is it's not very different in other provinces. Because I believe that most of the provinces share a fundamental quality, and that is to create opportunities for immigrants, because they want to attract as much talent, as I said, as possible. So just on that mere basis, I believe that most of the provinces would have similar way of doing things and similar opportunities for immigrants and non-immigrants. Anyways, that was a conversation, guys. Feel free to run into the comment section, by the way. Let me know what was your experience, or what is your experience, or what are you looking forward to coming to Canada, being in Canada, or being in another country also. What is that experience like? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you believe that there's separation, some form of prejudice as it relates to immigrants? Let me know. I'm really interested to have this conversation with you guys. Please be sure that you have already subscribed to the channel. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. That's something that I would really like to get to by the time I'd say July starts, thereabout. But I can't do it without your help. I'm gonna need you guys to just go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and hit that share button. It really helps us out this channel. If you really like this channel and you really like this content, do those stuff for me, right? Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a comment. Don't be a silent watcher. Being a silent watcher doesn't help the channel. Commenting really helps us out. And share the channel, guys. Hit that share button, share it on all platforms. If you have friends and family members who are thinking of coming to Canada, and you want to use my journey as a guide, as a source of motivation, as a source of inspiration, it doesn't matter. Just share the channel to that person so that they can see this content. And yeah, let's get the community to where it should be. Let's get this community to where we want it to be, but we can't do it without you guys. All right, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to this video. See you guys in the next video.